Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series, and we're back over on Friday Night SmackDown with Dakota Kai opening up the show in singles action. So she's in the middle of a feud with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks obviously losing out to Io Sky at WWE Payback, so Io Sky is definitely heading towards that WWE Women's Championship, but Dakota Kai also wants a piece of Sasha Banks as well. So we're going to have to see how things go with Dakota Kai and Sasha Banks in the near future. But as for tonight, Dakota Kai is in singles action. And here is her opponent, the woman formerly known as Auntie Howdy, officially being unmasked at SummerSlam due to the fact that she lost out to Alexa Bliss in a one-on-one match. But it was odd to see that Nikki Cross got herself involved in that one. And Blair Davenport has made it clear that she feels abandoned by Uncle Howdy, and she wants to take everything from him. Everything that he's built with the Wyatt family, she wants to tear it down. To be fair, we haven't really seen much of the Wyatt family since SummerSlam, but Blair Davenport is here, and I'm sure she'll be looking to propel her Universe Mode career here. It will be a big victory if she's able to topple Dakota Kai here tonight. But Blair Davenport clearly has a mission in mind. I'm going to have to see how is she going to approach that mission of trying to take down Uncle Howdy and everything that he's built. Can she even achieve that? But here we go, Dakota Kai versus Blair Davenport. Singles action to kick off the show here on Friday Night SmackDown. And Blair Davenport, big kick. Some quick attacks there, just taking Dakota Kai off guard and into a Kimura lock early on here. But Dakota Kai, just too fresh. She's easily able to get out of that one. Now Blair Davenport in her clutches and a big kick by Dakota Kai. Drops Blair Davenport and just choking out Blair Davenport here. Blair does seem to be slowly getting the WWE Universe on her side. Early on, she was being booed when she first came over to SmackDown, but it seems like tonight more the crowd are on her side. It still seems a little bit 50-50, but that's definitely an improvement for her. Now Dakota Kai with the upper hand at the moment. Now dropping Blair Davenport, and a big kick to the chest as well to follow. And then a stomp on the face. Blair Davenport in a little bit of trouble right now. What's Dakota Kai thinking here? Into the Enziguri. Dakota Kai really showing her skills here. Taking the fight to Blair Davenport, but things spilled to the outside. Blair Davenport now just taking her time. And a big kick to the midsection. Oh, and a kick to the back of the head as well. Brutal stuff by Blair Davenport. But reversal found by Dakota, and she's going to head back into the ring. Probably a wise decision there. Don't want to risk being counted out in this one. And Dakota Kai with a suicide dive, but Blair Davenport, she just baited Dakota Kai in. Gave her a false sense of hope here, and these two just having some words with each other before Dakota Kai gets back into the ring. Blair Davenport stating that she's in her head already. Blair Davenport now off the ropes, and big kick to the chest. Oh no, a reversal found there. And a big right hand by Dakota. Now Blair sent off the ropes, and then the legs taken from out underneath her, and into the cover goes Dakota Kai for a victory, but no. Blair Davenport powers out. Now Dakota Kai, oh, big kicks to the face, oh my god, and slamming her face first into the mat. But Dakota Kai again going for the same maneuver. Just looking to make an example out of Blair Davenport here. Blair Davenport's in some trouble right now. Dakota Kai with Blair Davenport over on the ropes. Big kick to the leg. Just working on that arm of Blair Davenport is Dakota Kai. Now Dakota Kai flipping over into the cover here, perhaps, no? Into the submission hold. Blair Davenport in a lot of trouble right here, but she's just able to find some knee strikes to the head and break that hold. Now Blair Davenport, what's she going for? Slamming Dakota Kai down. Now Dakota could be the one in some trouble. Blair Davenport wanting to get Dakota away from the ropes, but that may have cost her some valuable seconds just then. Now Dakota Kai just working on the arm, stomping away at that elbow, trying to hyperextend the arm there. And Dakota just keeps getting up. Blair Davenport taking her time here, but oh my goodness. Blair Davenport in trouble and a big kick to the face. Dakota Kai took advantage of the situation into the cover for the victory. She's done it. Blair Davenport has been put down. And Dakota Kai stands tall. Blair Davenport took a moment too long. And Dakota Kai capitalized and was able to get the victory. That's a big win for Dakota Kai.
Cody. Rhodes. You crossed a line you can't come back from. You put your hands on Randy Orton. You brutalized my partner, my friend, my brother. You think that you're some kind of hero, don't you? The golden boy, America's sweetheart. And now, the homelander of WWE. But what you did to Randy, that wasn't heroism. That was desperation. You're unraveling Cody. You knew you couldn't beat Jey, so you took it out on Randy. Why? And now he's out because of you. Randy Orton and I, we're rated RKO. We've bled together, fought wars together. You don't get to end him. You don't get to walk away from this unscathed. You think you're a nightmare, Cody. I am what nightmares are made of. At Clash at the Castle, I'm not just coming to fight you, Cody Rhodes. I'm coming to end you, to rip apart that delusion you've built up in your head that you're some kind of savior. I'll remind you, Cody, that there are no saviors here. There's just pain. There's just suffering. And I thrive on it. I want you to picture something, Cody. Picture Randy Orton lying in that hospital bed right now. Picture the agony you put him through. Now picture yourself in that bed and realize it's coming for you. When I'm done, they won't recognize you. Not as a hero, not as a man. Just a broken shell, gasping for air, praying for mercy. And mercy, Cody, is one thing I don't have.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank in singles action here tonight. She is facing off against Io Sky. And interestingly enough, last week, it seemed a little bit like Tiffany Stratton may have even been in a little bit of denial. So she did have that interview backstage with none other than Kathy Kelly. And it seemed like Tiffany Stratton was trying to make out that there's just been a bit of a confusion and a misunderstanding between herself and Nia Jax recently, but after last week where Nia Jax has basically forced Tiffany Stratton into this match, we'll have to see how Tiffany Stratton really feels about that. We'll have to see whether Tiffany can get the victory as well. here is Tiffany Stratton's opponent for this evening. It is the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, the woman who put down Sasha Banks at WWE Payback. And hold on a second, we've got some footage from backstage, and that's Blair Davenport. What on earth has happened to her then? Well, it seems like the car window's been smashed in, but Io Sky needs to remain focused here tonight. If she is victorious here tonight, then Nia Jax stated that she will give Io Sky a championship opportunity at the Clash at the Castle. So going to have to see whether Io Sky can topple Miss Money in the Bank. Nia Jax seemingly almost using Tiffany Stratton as a bit of a safe gate. So Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank, ready to go. Io Sky. And here we go, Tiffany Stratton versus Io Sky, and straight out the gate it's Io Sky with a double foot stomp on Miss Money in the Bank. And Io Sky now with Tiffany Stratton up and planting her down to the mat. Io Sky, ever since SummerSlam, ever since Bayley has been removed from Damage Control, she seems to have almost taken things up another level. But Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax, we were stating about all of the confusion that has been going on between the two of them, and in that Battle Royale a few weeks ago, Nia Jax was the woman to eliminate Tiffany Stratton, which was a bit of an interesting decision, because if you are good friends and you are partners, then surely you could leave it down to both of you being the last two and then just fighting it out between you. But Nia Jax clearly had other plans, and Tiffany Stratton stated that she didn't take it personally. She understands it's just the business, it's how things go, but you have to wonder how she's going to be feeling after being forced into this match against Io Sky, where she clearly didn't seem to be a big fan of the idea last week, but Nia Jax convinced her by stating that she has some sort of plan in place. She knows what she's doing, and hence why Tiffany Stratton in the end just seemed to give in and give Nia Jax what she wants. But Tiffany Stratton now just taking the fight to Io Sky. Io Sky slowly climbing up into the corner. Now Tiffany Stratton face first goes Io Sky off that turnbuckle. Now what is Tiffany Stratton planning here? Oh my word! A kick to what seemed like the elbow, and then Tiffany Stratton now driven into the corner. Now Io Sky now driving the elbow across the face of Tiffany Stratton now, perhaps just trying to trying to wipe off some of that makeup. Now stomping away is Io Sky, and she's just choking out Tiffany Stratton here. And now Io Sky with a double knees. Well, that is why Io Sky is the Genius of the Sky, and into the cover here, but just a 1 count. Miss Money in the Bank has plenty more fight left in her. Now, Io Sky driving Tiffany Stratton face first off of that turnbuckle, and that signature knee strike that we've been seeing Io Sky utilise recently. A brutal manoeuvre, just trying to absolutely knock out her opponent. Now Tiffany Stratton on the outside, creating a bit of room here, able to take advantage as well of the situation. As she follows Io Sky back into the ring, but Io Sky quickly back to her feet. Now Io Sky sent to the apron and then to the outside. And Tiffany Stratton now just taking a moment to regather herself. Now off the ropes goes Io Sky. And Tiffany Stratton with a high elbow, taking Io off her feet. Now Tiffany Stratton lining up and into the standing moonsault. Beautiful stuff. And she's going to go for the same again. Tiffany Stratton connecting, just showing off to the crowd, showing her abilities here in former gymnastics competitor. Now, well, what's going on here? Tiffany Stratton just stomping out Io Sky here. And hold on a second. Well, Tiffany Stratton seems a little bit confused by this. Why is Nia Jax's music playing? Io Sky able to take advantage of the distraction. Well, why has Nia Jax done that? Was it Nia Jax? So many questions. Now Tiffany Stratton able to turn things back around again into the Alabama Slam and into the cover. Tiffany Stratton for the victory. No, Io Sky able to power out. Well, maybe the timing of the music was off and maybe someone pressed the button at the wrong time, but Nia Jax may have just potentially cost Tiffany Stratton here, but Tiffany, for at least a moment or a brief moment there, she was still on top. But Io Sky now driving the knees into the ribs. And now into the cover goes Io, looking for the victory. But no, just a 1 count. Tiffany Stratton again able to power out. And Tiffany just avoiding that double axe handle and then a slap to the face. The utter disrespect and the frustration boiling over here for Miss Money in the Bank. Now Tiffany Stratton, what is she going for here? What on earth is this? Tiffany Stratton with what seemed like may have been an unorthodox submission hold there, but now Tiffany Stratton looking for a bit of an armbar, but Io Sky able to find some strikes to the ribs and break the hold. Now Tiffany sent over the top rope and to the outside. And Io Sky now. What she got planned for Tiffany, sending her back into the ring. Io Sky just taking her time here, just trying to wear out Tiffany Stratton. Now Io Sky driving the knee down to the mat. Just targeting that knee of Tiffany, trying to perhaps take away the high-flying abilities and the athleticism of Tiffany Stratton. But Tiffany now could be in some deep trouble here. Io Sky with a big right hand, heading to the top rope now. What on earth is Io Sky planning? Io Sky into the Spanish fly, off of the top rope. The crowd absolutely loving what they're seeing, and Tiffany Stratton could be in big trouble. Io Sky into the over the moonsault. Surely this one's all over. Io Sky for the victory over Tiffany Stratton. No! Tiffany Stratton has powered out and Io Sky cannot believe it. But she's lining something else up here. Tiffany finds a reversal though. And Io sent off the ropes, and now Tiffany Stratton into the backbreaker. And Io wisely heading to the outside. Tiffany Stratton just starting to build some momentum and into the drop kick. Big missile drop kick there. Connecting by Tiffany Stratton. Io Sky finds a reversal. Now Tiffany sent back into the ring. And Io looking to continue the assault and not allow Tiffany any time to recover. And Io Sky just waving Tiffany goodbye. Io believes that she's moments away from victory here, just targeting those legs repeatedly. Perhaps Io Sky maybe trying to even possibly injure Miss Money in the Bank. And now Io Sky into the big body splash off of the top rope, into the cover for the victory over Tiffany Stratton. She's done it. Well, Nia Jax, the question has to be asked. What on earth was going on there with that distraction? Was it just bad timing on the music and the Titantron? She seemed like she just cost Tiffany Stratton either way. But Io Sky will be heading to Clash at the Castle to face Nia Jax.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship. It's a new day, yes it is.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our main event of the evening. The Open Challenge for the United States Championship. Currently held by none other than Chad Gable. And well, this man, Xavier Woods, has answered the call. And clearly Xavier Woods would like to try and earn himself his first singles championship here in WWE. But he's going to have to topple Chad Gable, a man that has a bit of a new attitude. We did see him last week on Friday Night SmackDown showing some disrespect towards Otis, the man who was his best friend. And we kind of saw that brewing in this Universe Mode series right from the very start. Things went quiet for a while, but here we are. And here he is, the United States Champion himself, Chad Gable, making his way out here. You have to respect the fact that he's defending that championship so soon after winning it at WWE Payback. So going to have to wait and see whether he can retain the championship here tonight. It wouldn't exactly be the greatest showing for him and this new attitude that he's been holding if he isn't successful here, because then he wouldn't even have a single successful title defense under his name. But Chad Gable is stating that he is the leader that this country, that the United States of America needs, and that's why he's the perfect man to hold that championship. But we'll have to wait and see whether that is a true fact or not. A lot of people would argue against it, and I'm probably one of them, to be honest. But Chad Gable ready to defend the United States Championship for the first time here.
Introducing the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Xavier Woods. And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Chad Gable.
So here we are, Chad Gable handing over the championship. Could this be the last time, the first time and the last time? Can Xavier Woods earn his first singles championship here in WWE? We're moments away from finding out. So here we go, Chad Gable versus Xavier Woods, and Xavier straight out the gates, off of the springboard, planting Chad Gable head first into the mat with that DDT. I'm not sure what on earth the referee's doing, but no, just distracted Xavier Woods for a moment there. Chad Gable taking advantage, but Xavier finding the reversal. Now Xavier lining up Chad Gable and stomping away at the chest. And Xavier going to head to the top rope early on here. High risk, but will it be high reward? Chad Gable gingerly making his way back to his feet into the crossbody by Xavier Woods. Now Chad Gable finding a reversal of his own. Sending Xavier into the corner and big clothesline connecting. Dropping Xavier down to the mat. Chad Gable in his first title defense here. As we said in the entrances, last time that we saw him was when he was disrespecting his former best friend, well, I'm assuming that his former best friend, in Otis. As Otis stated that he hasn't heard from Chad Gable in a while and he just wanted to see where things were at with the Alpha Academy, but Chad Gable just stating that he wants to do this all on his own pretty much. The crossface wasn't successful in that moment there. And now Xavier Woods into the cover for the victory here. No, Chad Gable powers out. But Chad Gable just disrespecting Otis last week and stating that Otis needed to respect him as a champion, as he felt he wasn't being respected. And I mean, right now, he's suffering quite a beating from Xavier Woods. But Chad Gable now with Xavier up and slamming him down face first into the canvas. Impressive stuff by the United States champion. Now targeting the legs of Xavier. Probably a wise decision there. Now Chad Gable could be lining something up here. What is he going for? Chad Gable. Oh, he was going for a German suplex. But Xavier Woods with a reversal there. Now Chad Gable wisely trying to create some space between him and Xavier, but Xavier not about to allow him any moment's rest. As Chad Gable heads to the outside. Now Chad Gable just going to take his time to head back into the ring, but Xavier Woods into the suicide dive, wiping out the United States champion. Chad Gable doesn't seem to be getting any kind of offense in. Seems to be really struggling here with Xavier Woods, and Xavier is lining up something on the outside. Xavier Woods driving Chad Gable down onto that concrete floor. Chad Gable is in deep waters right now. He needs to find a way to get back into this one. Now, oh, Xavier Woods off the springboard. Took me by surprise there, and Chad Gable looking to end the match off for that one into the 2 count, but Xavier Woods powers out this time. Now Chad Gable, what is he going for here? Into the pin. Chad Gable looking to try and finish this one. He seems a bit desperate here. Just a 1 count that time. Needs to inflict some more damage upon Xavier Woods. Chad Gable now could be looking for a bit of a submission hold here, but Xavier Woods able to slide on out of it and find a reversal. Now stomping away at the lower spine of Chad Gable. And Xavier Woods now into the side Russian leg sweep, but he's wiped himself out in the process. At least momentarily. The wear and tear of these two competitors is clearly on display, and into another side Russian leg sweep. And now into the cover goes Xavier. Surely he's not going to get the victory off that. No, he's not. Chad Gable powers out, and Xavier cannot believe it. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than that to tear that championship away from Chad Gable into the Falcon Arrow. Chad Gable really needs to find a way back into this one, because right now he is really struggling. And this could be the opening that Chad Gable needs. As he heads to the second rope. High risk. And he connects with that double axe handle. And Chad Gable now is feeling it here. Trying to get the crowd on his side. They seem to be a little bit 50-50 here tonight for Chad Gable. Big right hand by Chad. And Xavier returns one of his own. These two just trading in the middle of the ring. Oh, and Chad Gable's been busted open here. That's a nasty wound across the forehead, and a big knee strike, just dropping Xavier Woods down to the mat. And Chad Gable seems to have been maybe woken up here after being busted open. There's now Xavier on the outside. Is Chad Gable going to take a count-out victory here, perhaps? No, he's not. He's going to head to the outside and break up the count. A bit of a risky move, to be honest. Targeting the leg still of Xavier Woods. Now Chad Gable flipping Xavier Woods over and slamming him down spine first on the concrete floor. Now targeting the arm here. Chad Gable really targeting the limbs of Xavier Woods in this one. Perhaps trying to use his wrestling experience. He has a high level background. Chad Gable maybe looking to get a count out here. Of course, if both men are counted out, Chad Gable retains the championship, a 6 count. That's Chad Gable just cranking on the neck. And again, trying to get the crowd behind him. Xavier Woods slowly making his way back to his feet. An 8 count now. Chad Gable heads back into the ring, but so does Xavier. Now into that side Russian leg sweep again. You'd think that Chad Gable would learn his lesson by now from that, but he finds a reversal. And now Chad Gable into the German suplex. He keeps his lock onto it into a second. And Chad Gable connecting with the third. Well, Xavier Woods in deep, deep trouble now. Into the cover to retain the championship. Oh my word. Xavier Woods is still in this one. I thought for sure that this one was all over just then. But Chad Gable clearly frustrated now, planting Xavier Woods face first into the mat. Now Chad Gable going to head to the top rope. Chad Gable here, into the flying headbutt connecting, and now into the cover for the victory to retain the championship. Chad Gable has done it. What a contest that was. Xavier Woods should hold his head high.
Here is your winner, and still WWE United States Champion, Chad Gable!
So Chad Gable successfully retains United States Championship. What a massive win that is for Chad Gable, but Akira Tozawa is out here. And hold on a second, he's trying to get a handshake from Chad Gable. Well, why on earth is Akira Tozawa out here? But Chad Gable slapped his hand away and telling him to get out of the ring. Chad Gable making it clear that this is his moment, this is his time. He doesn't want Akira Tozawa to put a downer on it. What on earth is going on with Chad Gable? Ladies and gentlemen, we begin to close out the show with none other than the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion himself. Main event, Jey Uso is gracing us with his presence here on Friday Night SmackDown. Now last week he was in singles action against Kevin Owens, and unfortunately for Jey Uso, Kevin Owens was able to get the victory. But we must also mention the fact that Solo Sikoa caused a distraction during that match, and ultimately you could argue that Solo Sikoa is the reason why Kevin Owens was able to take advantage and ultimately get that victory. But I'm sure that Kevin Owens is not going to care too much about that. But as for now, Jey Uso is out here to address the WWE Universe. We have to see what he has to say following that loss that he suffered last week to Kevin Owens. And I wonder, is he going to address the fact that Solo Sikoa seemingly tried to distract him and ultimately cost that match? Let's see what main event Jey Uso has got to say.
Yo, 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 what up, SmackDown? Let's talk about what happened at Payback. Man, I've overcome everything. I've overcome my family. I've overcome the manipulation, the lies, and the control of Roman Reigns. I beat the man who tried to take everything from me, Cody Rhodes. You see, for years, they told me I was just a little brother. I was the one that did the dirty work. I was the one who got left behind while Roman, Solo, and even Jimmy had the spotlight. But now, look at me. I'm standing here as the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. I'm standing here as the one who broke free from the manipulation and showed the world what the bloodline is truly about. I told y'all I would do this for my family. Not just for me, but to bring pride back to the family name. To represent the bloodline how it should be represented. With honor, with respect. I want to be the kind of champion that our family can be proud of.
Hold on a second. Jey Uso making it clear that his intentions are to try and bring back some sort of pride to the family. And he wants to be the kind of champion that the family can be proud of. But this man, Solo Sikoa, seems to disagree with what Jey Uso may have been saying. He seems a little bit upset here, Solo Sikoa. And we need to note, he's got the Ula Fala. Well, how on earth has he got that? Well, let's see what Solo has to say.
Jey, You really think you're the one to carry this family? To be the one who represents the bloodline? Nah, bruh. That was never the plan. Roman, our tribal chief, he promised me that I would be the next in line. He promised me that I would be the one to carry the weight of this family, that I would be the next tribal chief. But now, I see you standing there, holding the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship like it's yours to keep. Nah, Uso, you can't carry this family. You can't handle the burden of leading the bloodline. Someone like you, Jey, you're not built for this. You're too weak. You're too emotional. You let your feelings get in the way. Me, I'm all business. And that's why I'm coming for that title. Uso, Roman hasn't been seen in weeks. He's gone. But that doesn't change anything because I am the new tribal chief. And you, Jey, you need to acknowledge me.
Well, Solo Sikoa is basically announcing himself as the new tribal chief, and he wants Jey to acknowledge him, and he believes that Jey can't handle the pressure of carrying the family on his back. But this man, the man who defeated Jey last week, is out here. Let's see what he has to say now.
Whoa, hold up. You two can talk about your little family drama all you want. But let me remind you of something. I beat Jey Uso in this very ring last week. So if anyone here is the #1 contender for that championship, it's me. You think you can just waltz in here and claim the title shot, Solo? Nah, that's not how this works. I've earned my spot. I've earned my chance at the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. And I'm not about to let you take that away from me. So, let's get one thing straight. This isn't just about your little family. This is about me, the prize fighter, Kevin Owens, finally getting what's mine. And I'm not backing down.
Y'all want to come for my title? You want to come for me? Well, guess what? I've been fighting my whole damn life. I've been proving people wrong every step of the way, and I'm ready to prove it again. Solo, Kevin, it don't matter. I'll take on both of y'all if I have to, because now I'm the one carrying this family, and I'll be damned if I let anyone take this from me.
Well, tensions are definitely rising between these three, but who is going to be the next #1 contender? Will it be Kevin Owens, the man who defeated Jey Uso last week? Or will Solo Sikoa somehow worm his way in there? And Jey Uso has a lot on his plate right now. But can main event Jey Uso retain his championship?